So about 2 weeks ago, I had it up to here with trying to conceive, and I made an appointment with my OBGYN, which worked out because the following day I had a doctor's appointment with my primary care doctor, and then the day after that I had an appointment with my RE, my reproductive endocrinologist, fertility specialist.
They make the babies happen.
The OBGYN did a pap smear and did some blood work, and I saw my regular doctor and talked about my fatigue. So she wanted to do some blood work, and then I got that blood work back that night, and it showed that I had a hypothyroid. And I was like, well, darn it.
No wonder I'm so tired.
And I threw myself a pity party because basically you can increase your chances of miscarriage when you're trying to conceive and have a baby with a hypothyroid issue. So I was like, well, we have to get this under control before having a baby. So the next day, I went to the RE appointment, our first consultation. I got to the office. It was so weird because the whole waiting room was filled with people, and it's like all eyes on you. Like, oh, there's another infertile person coming through the doors.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. So he wasn't there with me to help, buffer a little bit of that. So anyhow, they did vitals. Then I sat down with the endocrinologist, and she had me sit like super close to her so she could type her notes and look at me at the same time. And she said, "So we're here. How are you not freaking out?" And I said, "It's the fatigue for the hypothyroid." So she got a crack out of that, and then we talked.
It's funny because she is tired because of the thyroid issue, which makes her not freak out. I'm explaining it because it makes it less funny to say it like this, but she likes it when I do that.
Yeah.
Okay. She's too tired to yell at me. So
In the meantime, Ben's doing his own journey.
Yeah, I spanked it into a cup. When I handed that cup to said lab technician, who was like, "When did you take this?" I was like, "Just now."
Yes.
And then they checked it out, and
We got the results that night on the way home from driving him, picking him up from work.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Equal pay for equal work. That's my new saying now. And then the test results came back that I had no sperm. They couldn't find any sperm. So I had a friend who had similar tests where they were like, nope, they beep up, or she read online that I could have missed the cup, which, who knows. So I messaged my doctor about it, and he took forever to get back to me. But he also had a whole bunch of other tests he was looking at too, so I don't necessarily blame him, and it was a holiday weekend. So he got back to me, and he said that yes, it does look concerning, you need to see a urologist, and I've put in a referral, yada yada yada. So he said to work with the urologist. I messaged him, or I set up the appointment with the urologist. It's not for another couple weeks, so I've got a lot of waiting. And I was like, when Lauren was doing research and I was doing research, and my friend who's also gone through this, they said it takes 2 tests to confirm whether or not you don't have sperm. And so I reached out to my doctor again earlier this week, And some did the same thing. I was like, hey, everybody says it takes 2. But he was like, nope. When I spoke with the urologist, they wanted to make sure. He said there's no point in wasting a test if we can just do a quick physical inspection to see if anything's wrong. I think there may be more. Maybe he noticed something, didn't tell me, or maybe he just thinks that it's a better use of the other guy's time if he checks me out first before I just get another test that has the same result. So it doesn't matter to me so much as I just want to make sure that, whatever it is, we're handling it. I just wanted to speed up the process because if we do another semen analysis, but it comes back that I do have sperm, but they're, X, Y, and Z, then we can move on that and start working on that ahead of time. Or the fact that the urologist will have more information to handle the issue.
Especially since the urologist appointment is like 3 weeks from now. It took 3 weeks to get the appointment, so we just wanted to do everything we could before that to get as much done maximum.
Yeah.
Before our second appointment with the urologist, which is maybe 3 weeks later from there.
Yeah, who knows?
Just impatient, I guess.
And it's just because it takes time. I mean, typically when you're waiting for something, it makes it even worse because, with pregnancy and fertility in general, it takes a long time to get any information.
You've already been waiting.
But now we're infertile. Can we get to the front of the line so we don't have to wait anymore? But no, it's just like, no, now you have to wait, but it's worse. And you don't know anything. And now you got to wait for some other guy that you don't know to tell you to wait again. So, waitocalypse. Not to be confused with waitocalypse.
No.
So you're talking with your RE.
So back to my RE consult. She asked me a bunch of questions about my medical history. She went in to ask if there were any congenital birth defects in my family, if I had ever been pregnant before. I talked to her about my sisters and their first tries, and my mother having 6 children, no problem. I told her that I was concerned because I was an ex-smoker, and I'm 33 years old, so I've been worried about my eggs. Then she went on to talk about the blood work that she's going to order, and that she wanted to do an ultrasound, a pelvic ultrasound, to see how many follicles I had, and then the HSG test, which is they insert like a catheter into your cervix and fill it with dye, basically where the sperm would run, to see if there was any blockages. So we're still waiting on that. My pelvic ultrasound is coming up. I have to wait on my HSG test though, because my sister's getting married in Cape Cod, and they only do the test from cycle day 5 to 11, and I'll be in Massachusetts, so I have to wait till my next cycle to do that test, which I'm like, oh, hurry up. So, and then she wants us to do all that blood work, and he has to do all his stuff, and once everything's all done, we'll have a second sit-down consult with her. We had to sign like a HIPAA thing so that we could share our medical information with each other.
Security is important, children.
Yes. So, yeah, we're just waiting on finishing all of our stuff. I did a AMH test, an FSH test, and that's it, right? The AMH test is basically checks your ovarian reserve, and your FSH test is to see that your follicles are growing for your eggs. So yeah. So we're just waiting. to see what else is wrong. Ha ha ha.
Haha, self-deprecating humor. Ha 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 ha.
So that's it, and we'll update with blood results and
Eventually they'll stick me and get my results too.
yes.
But no rush. I still gotta check my balls. So thoroughly.
Yep. So we're gonna do another one when we have more updates. All right.
And maybe we'll talk about your sister's wedding the next time, just to have something happy
Yes.
to talk about.
Maybe.
But I think this is us attempting to share our story and, with all of you. And if you have any questions for us, we're just starting our journey here. You feel free to leave a comment, or, you can probably reach us at different handles when we set them up. But for now, leave a comment, and we'll probably talk back.
maybe I'll have an email address put on the.
Yeah, check the description to see if we added anything after we recorded this.
Yes.
So, yeah. We're gonna delete this probably really early on. We'll probably redo it with a whole nother story. But for the time being, this is us. Bye.
Bye.